we've got an all-new permit for a restaurant within Galaxy's Edge over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but we'll get into it all up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack, this is DSNY Newscast. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel. Also hit that notification icon so you always get an update. And as a very quick reminder, the Sunday show is going to be going away for a period of time, so the new upload schedule is actually on a Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. And now that being said, let's get straight into this permit filing, as this permit is for the installation of the food service show elements. Now yes, I know that doesn't sound the most exciting, but it really is a great sign of how quickly Walt Disney World is catching up with the progress being made on Disneyland's version of Galaxy's Edge, which will be opening in the summer of 2019. As it's been previously confirmed by Disney CEO Bob Iger that Disneyland's version of Galaxy's Edge will indeed open ahead of Walt Disney World's, and it will be before D23 Expo in 2019. So we know that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will have 2 restaurant experiences when it opens, but which one of these restaurants is the permits referring to? As obviously permits don't give any descriptions or details. So this is where the most recent satellite images, which have just been released by the mapping company Nearmap, are extremely useful. As we can see that there is only one of these 2 restaurant buildings which has been nearly constructed, with the site opposite being confirmed previously by Walt Disney Imagineering as the location of the cantina within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So that means that more than likely this permit filing is related to the quick service restaurant instead, as it's been confirmed by insider sources in the past that this piece of concept art here that shows us the U-shaped bar is actually the quick service restaurant instead of the cantina, with it also being confirmed that the quick service restaurant will have additional outdoor seating available, which is most likely going to be this area here. Whereas now we know that that building is going to be the quick service restaurant, that means that the table service dining experience within Galaxy's Edge will actually be the cantina, with these pieces of concept art most likely directly depicting what the interior layout will look like. And we already know that Captain Rex will be a DJ within the cantina, and not just that, it's also assumed that there will be a live performance space as well within the cantina. But the main thing here is that we're not just yet to get more details about the cantina, but also about this mystery quick service restaurant within Galaxy's Edge, as we still don't know what it will be themed to and also what the name of this quick service restaurant will be. Now whilst we're talking about Galaxy's Edge, we might as well dive in a little bit more into the latest aerial images from Nearmap of Galaxy's Edge. As the main thing here is that we're really starting to see the berm take shape around the exterior perimeters of Galaxy's Edge. And I know that it's been noted that there is a lot of dead space being reserved here at the back of Pixar Place, which of course could be easily reserved for the rumoured expansion space for Galaxy's Edge, or even possibly a third entrance into this land in the next 10 years or so. However, there are 2 very good reasons for why Disney might be creating such a large berm around the exterior, with the first being that Disney are really setting out to create a really immersive environment for Galaxy's Edge, and so they will need absolute total control over the guest sightlines at the ground level, so that people cannot see the top of the Chinese theatre building or the Tower of Terror off in the distance. That would then pull people out of the illusion of being on an alien planet like Batuu. Therefore you can expect Disney to be planting trees mixed with rock work to keep the land very immersive and controlled. And the second reason here is one that doesn't actually get that much discussion, and that's Disney Parks sound design. As we saw with Pandora the World of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Disney have worked extremely hard to ensure that you cannot hear sounds from other parts of the park that would then damage the overall experience of being on that alien planet. But that's not all, as we can also reveal from inside sources that the transition between Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land will most likely use a very small tunnel area for the seamless transition. However, it should be noted that it won't be nearly as long as the tunnel from Grand Avenue into Galaxy's Edge. And yes, I know this has all been about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but I promise this is the last piece of Galaxy's Edge related news for today, as there had been a rumour before Christmas that Star Tours might have a direct exit from the attraction into Galaxy's Edge. However, this has now been proved to be wrong, and that Star Tours will have no connection into Galaxy's Edge, which lends even more reasoning to the logic that Star Tours will be rethemed after 2020. And now let's move on to some news relating to some recent Disney patent filings, as it may have major implications for Disney parks in the future. With the first patent here pertaining to the use of a bladed weapon that will provide the user to hold the hilt of a physical object of what looks like a lightsaber, and then using an augmented reality headset, the user would then see the actual blade of the lightsaber, which would be digitally created within the headset. Furthermore, this patent extends this idea to interaction with the surrounding environment, such as cutting holes within doors and obviously dueling with other users using lightsabers. Now, the second patent here describes a location-based experience using interactive merchandise, which goes on to describe a gameplay experience where, using specific gestures, the user could cause interactions with their environment, which sounds extremely similar to how the wands work within the Wizarding World of Harry Potter over at Universal Studios. But in this case, the items are to be worn and seem to apply to generating icicles like Elsa from Frozen. Or it could even be used like Iron Man's blasters, or most obviously to become a Jedi Master and use the Force within Galaxy's Edge. But now it's over to you, Walt and Iz, as I would like to know, since we now know that the entrance between Toy Story Land into Galaxy's Edge will most likely be a small tunnel, how would you theme this tunnel so it would make sense from a Toy Story Land perspective and work within Andy's backyard, and then on the other side for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp of where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your comment or your suggestion, to be in with a chance to win a DSNY Newscast pin. And congratulations to this Waltoneer here for winning with this suggestion from the previous video where we were talking all about the Disney Skyliner over at the Pop Century and Art of Animation Resort. And don't forget to go ahead and subscribe down below, hit that notification icon if you're new to this channel. There won't be any Sunday video, don't forget the new lineup is Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. And if you give this video a massive thumbs up, it really does help us out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.